Yo, what's going on, everybody? As you can probably tell by the thumbnail, we're gonna be doing a little, it says 1 to 3. It's a 3-inch leveling, oh there it goes, 3-inch front leveling kit on the old Denali. And also, once we get it leveled, I'm gonna take the 22 by 12s and put on here to give it a little bit more of a look to it. Because like I said in the video that's probably going to be coming out today as I'm filming this video on Sunday, I plan on putting 35s on these rims here. And I feel like the 35s would look good on that truck, better than this one. But you know, stocks and reps look good on just about any truck in my opinion. But we're going to be putting the lift kit on there, well, leveling kit, and then we're going to take the 22 by 12s and put on here. I'm not going to bore you guys with putting the leveling kit on because this kit's pretty straightforward as well. Let me lower the tailgate on this truck here. Whew, about froze up on me. So if you know anything about the strut spacer leveling kit, and you guys have probably already seen. And actually, I don't even have my box cutter. Let me see. There she is. But if any of you guys know about the strut spacers, and I'm sure you guys have seen this before, nothing crazy at all. If I can get it open. They definitely package this thing so it don't go anywhere. So this is what we got here. Just the old 3-inch spacer. Then you got your hardware in here, which pretty straightforward. So they're both threaded in, you know, the holes here, so you'll screw your bolts in one side and then set this on top on the other side. So this side here will be setting on your strut itself, and then you'll put your bolts that comes with this thing through here. You'll screw these down into these little sockets here. Then your bolt will come out here, and then that'll be your anchor point to the frame itself. And they are hex head or Allen keys. Ooh, jeez, them things are cold. But like I said, I'm not going to bore you guys with that process and then swapping the tires over. I'll just show you guys the fun stuff after it's done. So by the time I pick the video back up, these tires will be on here and these tires will be on here, and this truck will be setting up probably another 2.5 to 3 inches, because I don't know this. Like I said, this truck already has a leveling kit on it in the front, so I don't know if I'm gonna leave that on there because I don't know how good the uppers are on these trucks. I know I've heard some horror stories about them breaking in the past, so I'm not 100% sure. I don't think I'm going to leave that bottom spacer on, but we'll see once we get the strut, you know, out of there and see how much tension is actually on it. But if I do decide to leave it on there, I'll let you guys know. That way you guys can get a reference on, you know, how big the truck will be. If you want to do this kind of setup, you know, a strut spacer on the top and then a spacer on the bottom as well. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video here. And once I get everything situated, I'll pick the video back up and show you guys how it turned out. All right, everybody, it is complete and looks 3,000 times better. Now, I didn't get to wash the truck as good as I wanted to. Oh, let me see something. I don't know why my fog lights aren't on. They're acting a fool again. I don't know. I feel like it's got to be something to do with the wiring. They probably aren't going to be on again. But here she is in all her glory. So it did level the truck out perfectly now. And I didn't know, but this truck does have the air ride suspension or whatever it is, which this worked perfectly fine. So if you're using a spacer, as long as it's going to go over the strut and there's room in between the strut and this for that piece to set there, you're fine. I didn't run into any issues as far as it being air ride suspension, because I didn't even know it was. I should have looked at, a little bit better before I started taking stuff apart. But it does rub a little, not bad, not anything for me to worry about. I've had trucks that rubbed way worse than this. I can almost get a full lock. It rubs a little bit in the rear and just a tad bit in the front on the fender liner, which I'm not too worried about. Like I said, I've had way worse than what it's doing now. Probably could use a box cutter to trim the spots that are actually giving the issue. I don't think the bumper would have to be trimmed, honestly, on the front side. But yeah, like I said, I gave it a bath. I didn't wash it as good as I wanted to. I actually went to one of our new car washes, and the guy in front of me used his card, and I didn't realize it because I usually use cash at the car wash. So I had my $5 out waiting for the timer to run out, and I looked down and I'm like, it just said 7 minutes, like 5 minutes ago, and it's got 13 on here now. I'm like, what in the world's going on? So I looked more into it, and the guy didn't cancel his stuff out. So I had been using his time, and I didn't even know it. But yeah, so I tried to hurry up and get done and cancel it out for him. Well, actually, I didn't even get to finish because I was like, I'm not going to do somebody like that, because if it was me on the receiving end, I'd want somebody to cancel it out for me too. As you can see here, we still got mud and all kinds of stuff. But I got a partially free car wash, and I feel like I should have, because if I'd have just kept on using it, the next guy behind me would have jumped on it and would have just went on, did his thing too. So I feel like I helped the guy out, and he had a Corvette, so I had to cancel it for him. I wasn't going to do him like that. But yeah, man, look, I think it turned out great. Definitely got to get rid of those ugly amber reflectors in the headlights. I looked online. They're not too expensive, the headlight housing itself with the clear reflectors in it. So we might just do that, or I might, put these things in the oven at the house and heat them up and pop the lens off and do it myself. I just got to look in to see how much the parts are, which I'm sure to be a lot cheaper than buying the housing completely from Amazon. But yeah, other than that and then the red, we got to get rid of the red because there's no red on the truck. So we're going to black that emblem out. We're going to get some vinyl wrap and throw on the top of that like we did the GMT 800. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. It looks so good with this. Sorry if I blinded you. Looks so good with the sun hitting it right there. Now we just got to get the windows tinted, because let me tell you, this thing is a fish bowl. It doesn't really look like it on camera, but in person you can see, you can look through the darkest tint, the back glass and the side, and still see just perfectly through all of it. So that's going to be the next thing on the list, is going to be getting the windows tinted. And another thing, after this video, I'll probably be making another little short video, because I know a lot of people that have these trucks already know about this. But I ordered it as soon as I got the truck, because my cousin had ran into the same issue, I believe, with this thing that this truck comes with. So I got something that'll eliminate it altogether. So that'll be in the next video after this one. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, it's a 3-inch leveling kit for the front. I didn't touch the rear. It's still stock with the, I think it's like 1.5 inch block that comes in these trucks. So it's stock in the rear. And let me step back so I can give you guys a better look. It is perfectly level now. Looks so good. And I think it's only right. We're gonna have to make some videos for the old Tic Tac. We gotta pop the sunroof, because you got a sunroof, you gotta let them know you got a sunroof, right? Ain't that what they say? But yeah, we'll try to get these fog lights working too. I'm almost positive it's the connector. There is a connector like right here behind the bumper. And from what I've read, dirt and debris gets in there and it'll cause it to not get a good connection. I'm gonna wiggle that around and see if that does it. But I'm not gonna bore you guys with that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. How did it turn out? I think it looks really good with the wides. I think it looks really good. Like I said, I want to do 35s on the stock setup that this truck has. But we're going to hold off a little bit and run this for, you know, the time being. Just make sure everything's good. Because I did purchase, like I said, I did purchase when I got the truck a 2,000 mile, or not 2,000, a 2-year warranty on the powertrain, transmission, and motor. Just to be on the safe side, because I have heard horror stories about lifters and the transmissions. So I went ahead and got that. But if I don't notice anything within the first couple of months, I think I'm going to be fine. Because like I said, the service records on this thing, they already had the transmission fluid flushed and cleaned and the new filter put in. And that's the main thing with these. If you got the factory fluid, from what I was told, it pulls in moisture and it'll cause it to mess up the torque converter. So being that this one's already been changed and new fluids put in it, I think the transmission will be fine. It shifts like butter right now. You can't even feel it. The motor, you know, sounds good. I don't hear any clicking or clacking. Fingers crossed. Yeah, that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.